We're just at the services with some special people to their special habits. Alan's brought his wallet carrying device with a big boot with extra hard springs for carrying his wallet. The police escort will be here in a minute to follow him all the way down to Pendine. The stock market hasn't crashed yet, but check your bank balance later in the week. This is 57, is it, Al? Yeah. One for Elvis. He's actually got a car with the right number of cylinders this time, but we'll count them before we go just to make sure. We're on our way down Pendine, and I'll have to come down on Monday because we're camping this year, so we've got the tent in it. We'll keep you posted with a series of videos which hopefully will link up. What a machine, look, what a machine. I'll show you inside. That's when I knew how to make a motor car look. Right? All this modern garbage, you've got to plug your ECU in to change the fag lighter fuse. I'll catch you on the next one. Keep watching, because there'll be a few of these.
Right, good morning everybody, voiceover Junior here. So in this mini-series, this is the vlog series from Pendine Sands VHRA Drag Race / Time Trials 2024. It's the height of summer, and this is our section where we're en route to Pendine, South Wales. Not far from Carmarthen. Not that I've been to Carmarthen. But we're following behind our good friend in his pink Cadillac Globetrotter at the moment. And this was an amazing journey, actually. Had to stop a few times. There was a friend of ours following behind in a Chevy van. It's sort of a camperified slightly. And we lost him for a moment because there's a few like bigger, I think also like camper vans that they got stuck behind. But more often than not, I found myself marveling at the beautiful Welsh countryside on this journey. And I remember being really, really excited because for all the awesome things we're going to have in Pendine. And yeah, that pink Cadillac Globetrotter, they're really, really cool. The Elvis mobile, as it were. Saw a few people driving down as well, heading off to Pendine and various places in their particular motors. Actually, on the first sort of leg of the trip, we also wound up seeing one or two, I think, like stock car / banger racers that were headed to some other event. And I think one on the way back from Pendine as well, on the M5. So presumably there was some other weekend event going on. Another amazing thing about this sort of part of the country is all of the huge, towering hills and deep valleys where you could just see for miles and miles. Really sort of ingrains you back in nature, even though you're on a motorway or a main road in this case. Yeah, I took a brief moment to just big foresty hill. I thought it was really pretty. It's a shame that, like, I mean, I get it because it helps keep the smog and whatnot from the road off of everywhere else, but having that many bushes and trees does make it harder to see like some of these amazing views, particularly on camera. The cornering. The side profile of that Cadillac, though. Fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, classic. It wouldn't be a trip down to South Wales without roadworks and traffic. And every time me and my old man have been down to Pendine in the past, there's always been traffic. There's always been traffic, and there's always been roadworks. Here we're going through a small town. I don't remember what the name of the town was that we passed through. I think there's a sign somewhere. But I just thought the view of this kind of like through a authentic, Welsh village, just the absolute best, you know. It's all well and good having a nice classic in a showroom, or, you know, in a nice sort of display, or whatever, in a museum. But it really comes into its own when it's actually out and about, in the field, so to speak, in these little towns and villages. Just fantastic. Yeah, and again, you can't see it particularly well here because I was focusing on the car, but you can sort of see ahead. Again, this is a really sort of large, you know, valley or hill area, and you can just, even from the village, you can see for miles if you look out towards, you know, the ahead, the horizon. There's also a few like vintage fairs I think are going on in South Wales in late June and July as well. So there's a huge appreciation and community for this sort of thing. And more wonderful cornering. I thought this was nice. This is some of the stuff from the YouTube short, if you've seen that. Again, I thought that, yeah, I wanted a YouTube short of this to not only just build hype, but, again, just really sort of show some of the height rather than the length. Because, again, you don't really get to see sort of how far off the horizon is and how far you can see. If those trees weren't there, you'd be able to see a lot further into the middle distance. And again, cones just everywhere. Part of the course. I think at this point, we were getting closer to Pendine. I think this was coming off the main road at this point. We were threading our way through sort of smaller villages, and the less well-traveled roads. I mean, on the way back we saw some even more less traveled roads, the much narrower roads. And it's like, where Pendine? Question mark. Where Pendine? Another quaint village. And very, I think, heartwarming and wholesome is the countryside villages. But that's that section. We've just arrived at the campsite. One of the racers is going down the beach to check the scrutiny of the weather and such. We've got our tents and such set up. So we're all set up and ready for the weekend. So, this is our, I guess, day one vlog from Mustard and Gasoline of the Pendine Sands VHRA racing event. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to go for a chip in a bit. But the wind has not been kind at the moment. I've actually had to put a jacket on in the middle of summer, no less, because of the wind. But, windbreaker aside, I think we're all set up here. So, on to the next funny thing. Well, the heavens have opened, so I think it's time to retreat to our local pub for some grub and or drinks. More inside. Taking the arduous walk down to the beachside here. Already we've got some wonderful things parked up. ready for the weekend's activities. Accidental red line here, or possibly not accidental. Of course, the majestic and often terrifying ocean. The deep blue, or in this case grey, sea. The beach stretches out for miles, so we'll have a quick look at the scene where they're going to be doing the racing tomorrow. Obviously the tide's quite a bit in at the moment, so we're not going to get the best look. It's a good viewpoint area here. Been there a few times, no fancy going there today, to be honest. To be brutally honest with you. There's a few more novelty vehicles here. Trailers. Sort of. This belongs to the hotel actually, which is quite funny. Yeah, the world's fastest shed, which is usually here every year. Guy who owns it is a very lovely gentleman. It's a very funny car. Van, whatever. About as aerodynamic as, well, a shed, to be fair. And this end, by and large, where the racing takes place when the tide's down. Weather so far looks a bit wet, so that will affect race times this year, unless it does dry up a bit later. As you see, it's a very long stretch. I mean, ignore those rocks, because normally it's a bit further out. So you see, sort of move it further out. Like normally this beach is way out by the time they do the racing. So it's a very, very long stretch of land. You kind of see over all the way over there, so you can still sort of effectively see the beach. It's difficult to see with all the spray and wet and whatnot. But long enough for 1 mile, I think it's a quarter mile. Racing. It's the Museum of Land Speed. I won't be going in there this weekend, but I do recommend it for a quick trip round. Come down to Pendine either during, or not during the races. You just have to be in South Wales. Worth a check out. Interesting. So yeah. Typical, the rain has picked up now. There's a few sort of problems in upper car parking, likely a few in the lower parking lot as well. Things I do for this channel. Outside late in the rain. Mostly sort of non-classics down here. There might be one or two. One at least in the lower car park. Nice truck. I think that trailer has been depositing a cool classic for the racing event tomorrow and Sunday. I think it was that actually. There's another. So I'm probably just going to pop to the shops if they're open before end of play today. And maybe grab a nice coffee or a Coke or something before the arduous journey back up the hill. But thank you guys for tuning in for this day one vlog. Mustang Gasoline at Pendine Sands. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon.